Right. So this type of memory, what you call this memory, students?
Yes, sir.
What you call this memory?
Heap ma'am.
No,
Heap memory and pool memory.
only this part only. What you call this memory? String pool memory.
Sir. Heap.
Okay. Total and this memory, what you call? Total this memory, what you call?
String memory. String memory.
Exactly. Very good. Venkataya. Yes, this one is the string memory. Okay, and here, so when you are calling that, when you are using the string memory, just you call this one here. So, what type of things it can be stored in the pool? That string?
Object.
Us.
No, the pool memory, it is only directory string. How can you write this directory string? Tell me that. How can you
Character.
write? String.
Dot out dot string. Sorry.
Character.
Character. Character. No.
By using class name, sir.
Here you are using the class name or variable.
Variable, sir.
Variable.
Within
Variable, sir.
Yes, operator.
Class name, sir.
And what you call, and here what you have to use?
keyword, sir.
Yeah, keyword.
Keyword, sir.
Here you have to use in that keyword whenever you're calling the direct string.
No, sir.
And this is the direct string. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And s2 equal to
New.
Right. So why I am writing here? Here, whenever you calling this edgeq, so this is the edgeq. And this is the hello. Okay, so here whenever you're calling that s1, what it can be respond? Whenever you're calling that
HQ.
s1, edgeq only. So in that's why it is selected that edgeq only. Whenever you're calling that s1, it can be responded that edgeq. Okay, and here when you're calling that s2, what it can be respond?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, exactly. And here, when you're calling S3, so then automatically that HQ is the response. Okay. So ఇక్కడ
Sir.
yes, ఇక్కడ మనం ఏంటి డిఫరెన్స్ అనేటువంటి మనం అక్కడ గ్రహించాలి అని అంటే ఏ డిఫరెన్స్ మనం చూడాలి అని అనుకున్నట్లయితే ఇక్కడ మనం స్ట్రింగ్ అనేటువంటి దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ స్ట్రింగ్ లో అడ్రస్ అనేటువంటిది ఏదైతే నువ్వు అగైన్ S3 అనేటువంటిది కాల్ చేస్తున్నావో దీనికి సంబంధించినటువంటి స్ట్రింగ్ టెక్స్ట్ అనేటువంటి క్యారెక్టర్ అనేటువంటిది ప్రీవియస్ మెమరీ అనేటువంటిది అలాట్ అయిందా లేదా in that purpose, that character purpose, they will be providing or not, then it can be checking. Okay, whenever it is identified, that same character purpose, that memory it can be allotted, then that address only it can be allotted. అర్థమైందా మీకు? ఇప్పుడు
sir.
స్ట్రింగ్ అనేటువంటి దాన్ని అలౌట్ చేసిన వెంటనే ఈ పర్టికులర్ క్యారెక్టర్ కి మనం ఏం చేసినట్లు లెక్క? మెమరీని అలౌట్ చేసినట్లు లెక్క. అవునా కదా? డైరెక్ట్ స్ట్రింగ్ అనేటువంటి దానిలో ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ అనేటువంటి దాన్ని అలౌట్ చేసినామని అంటే ఒక పర్టికులర్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేటువంటి దానికి మెమరీ అనేటువంటి దాన్ని అలౌట్ చేస్తున్నట్లు లెక్క. అయితే ఈ మెమరీ అనేటువంటి దానికి మనం ఏదైతే వేరియబుల్ని అసైన్ చేసామో ఈ వేరియబుల్ని మనం కాల్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఈ మెమరీ అనేటువంటిది ఈ పర్టికులర్ స్ట్రింగ్ అనేటువంటి దానికి డైరెక్ట్ స్ట్రింగ్ అనేటువంటి దానికి ఓన్లీ పూల్ మెమరీ మాత్రమే యూటిలైజేషన్ అవుతుంది తప్ప హీప్ మెమరీ అనేటువంటిది యూటిలైజేషన్ అవ్వదు. ఇది చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. అర్థవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
Right. So ఇప్పుడు మనం చూడండి S1, whenever you calling that S1, that character, what it can be assigning that character it can be stored in one particular area. How it can be stored in the memory? Stones, like a stones. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Like a stones in that memory it can be stored in that characters and whatever it may be. Here whenever calling that S1 variable, then what it can be stored in that particular memory, then it can be identified in the string. You have to observe and particularly. Why? Because the class name is the different and string memory is the different. So in this Java, okay, in this Java actually whenever you calling this variable, so that variable whenever you calling that what is that string memory, so that is the direct string, and two ways only here you have to using that string. Yes or no? One is the direct string and second one is the objective string. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, two type of strings. So here whenever you using the direct string, that memory it can be allotted that pool memory only, pool string only. Okay, so in that way here the heap memory is the different and string memory string pool memory is the different. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Emma, any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
Yes,
sir.
okay, so here just you have to observe this pool memory. Here when you are calling that S1, that S1 character, here only it can be choosing that address only. Yes, whenever you calling that S1, so what type of character only it can be stored in that
sir.
particular
Sir.
address. Okay, and here in the same address it is not their same address, but here you have to using that same character only. Address is the same address, but that variable only it can be different, but in that different variables same characters you have to use. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
పూల్ మెమరీ అనేటువంటి దానిలో మనం ఎలా అంటే అక్కడ అడ్రస్ అనేటువంటిది సేమ్ ఉంది, క్యారెక్టర్స్ అనేటువంటివి కూడా
sir.
సేమ్ ఉన్నాయి. అర్థమైందా? అడ్రస్ అనేటువంటిది సేమ్ ఉంది, క్యారెక్టర్స్ అనేటువంటివి కూడా సేమ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఎలా అడ్రస్ అనేటువంటి సేమ్ ఉందంటే ఈ పూల్ మెమరీలో ఎలా అంటే నువ్వు ఒక రెండు డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్స్ కి సేమ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ అనేటువంటిది నువ్వు అసైన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక వేరియబుల్ అనేటువంటి దాన్ని కాల్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ పూల్ మెమరీ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే previous in the same characters it can be stored or in the same character purpose it can be assigning for that memory or not అనేటువంటిది పూల్ మెమరీ అనేటువంటిది చెక్ చేస్తుంది అన్నమాట. అదేనా? సో అందుకని ఇక్కడ చూడండి డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్ తో సేమ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ని మనం కాల్ చేసినప్పటికీ కూడా ఇక్కడ సేమ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ అనేటువంటి ఎక్కడ ఉన్నదో ఈ పూల్ మెమరీ సెర్చ్ చేసి ఓకే ఇక్కడ సేమ్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేటువంటిది డిఫరెంట్ వేరియబుల్ కి అసైన్ చేసాము. ఇన్ దట్స్ వై that memory address is the same. In that way it is not allowing that memory and different memory. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is not
sir.
allowing a different memory and different address also. Why? Because when you are calling that variable it can be a verifier that pool memory. It is providing that much of character it can be repeated or not. So if it is repeated that character, then so where it is located that memory, then only that memory on that address also it can be same address and same memory also it can be assigning the different variables. Okay, it is clear? Any doubt in this pool memory?
No, sir.
No. Other persons? Ketan?
No, sir.
No, no, sir.
Yes, okay. So here, whenever using this objective memory, how can you create that object memory?
Class name, object,
Yes, exactly.
keyword.
So here the class name is what you have to use in the class name. That class name only here just you have to use only. Just you have to create the class name. String. Tell me this. How to create
String,
object?
object, S1,
What is that S1?
object, sir.
Oh, S1. What is that?
New.
Variable. Variable.
Yeah, yes,
New.
exactly. S1 is the variable. This is the very important for that interview. Okay, how can you create that object? So just you have to explain that each and everything. Okay,
Sir. Sir.
string is the class name and S1 is the variable. Okay, and operator and
New keyword.
Keyword.
new keyword
Parameter as a constructor.
and string.
Parenthesis.
Open the parenthesis and here
Education.
same. For example, hello. In the parenthesis here, you don't use any double quotations within the double quotations. Why? Because this is the constructor. Yes or no? Yes, in the constructors, you cannot use any double quotations. In that way, whenever you're creating this object, in this object, whenever using the class name, that name parameterized. Okay, to the purpose of parameterized, whenever you parameterize a constructor, so in that constructor, without the using of the double quotations. Okay. So here also, just you have to create string s2 new string and here also create that hello. Okay, and here string s3 new string and here hi, just to call that one. So here different type of variables also here you have to using and parameterized constructors also. In that constructor parameter is also in same parameterization you have to using in that particular object. And here whenever you using in this type of objective type, so here it can be utilizing that heap. Okay, hello, one moment.
Sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
it is audible.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, okay, okay, right, okay. And here, whenever using that objective, so whenever creating that objective, so that each and every objective, it can be located that heap memory. Okay, heap memory only. Okay, so in that, what is the difference between pool memory and heap memory? In the sense, when you're using this heap memory, in that character you have to using in that objective, so whatever it may be, you have to using in same variables or different type of variables or same characters you have to using, and each everything it can be stored in object. Okay, and here hello, and here also hello, and here hi. Okay, that is the difference between heap memory and pool memory. So pool memory is the whenever you using in the same characters, so that pool memory it can be identified. So previous, you have to using any same character, you have to using in that pool memory. If it is identified, that address only, in that same address only, it can be allocated a new variable also. Okay, so but here when you're using that objective type, so in this objective type, you whenever you creating, whenever you start that objective type, so in that purpose you have to allocate, it can be allotted in that Java, it can be allotted heap memory only. So this heap memory, it can be using only objective type only. Okay, so here in this objective, what type of character you have to using, and what type of variables you have to using, and each and everything should be stored in objective type. Okay, that is the difference between pool memory and heap memory. So these two type of memories, it can be allotted for only string in that way. And the string is the sequential and functional things also, it can be it should be different. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yes, this is the very most important, that string type. Any doubt in both of technique things, any doubt, or did you understand these are this topic? It is a very most important. Without this question, it cannot be conducted any interviews. Any doubt?
What type of questions they will ask, sir?
Actually, can you differentiate that heap memory and pool memory, and how many or how to create that string memory, or how to create that string, different type of how can you differentiate that strings? How many types of strings? How many types of strings? Tell me that. Hello.
There are types in strings, sir.
uh,
Yes, sir.
a type of strings in the sense, how can you create, how to create strings, and that way you have to tell that how to create a string by the using of,
Double quotation.
no, don't,
Direct method,
that is the
object method.
functional, that is the function only. So here you have to using that class name only. That string is the, how can you create in the sense, using of that class name, I have to create it that string. Okay,
Yes, sir.
how many
Sir.
ways, how many ways you have to use that string?
Direct
Direct string, and
To
second one,
object.
objective.
yes, exactly, very good, objective strings. Okay, so direct strings, where it is where it is stored, objective strings,
String pool, sir.
String pool.
Pool
string
memory.
pool, exactly, string pool memory, it can be stored in the direct. And next to, when you are creating that objective type,
Heap memory.
when you're creating that objective type, that objects can be stored in
Heap memory.
Heap
memory
memory.
as a object. Heap memory as a objective type, it can be utilizing that heap memory. Okay, and string memory, how it can be differentiate. String memory, how it can be differentiate.
Heap
Exactly,
and string pool.
very good, very good. Heap memory and string memory.
String pool.
Yes, exactly, this is the very most important. Don't forget this. Okay, and as your program, yes, as your program, just you have to check about this. Here it is shareable my screen.
No, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
it is okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So here just you have to observe. And yesterday we are already checking it about this one. So for example, here when you are calling this S1, so this is direct memory or objective memory?
Direct memory.
Direct memory, exactly. And this one,
Direct.
exactly. And this one,
Object.
objective memory,
Objective memory.
objective string. And this one,
Object.
Objective
objective
string.
string. Okay, so these,
Objective string.
yes, here in director strings is the two director strings, and here in two strings is the objective string. It is clear?
Objective strings.
It
Ah,
is
sir.
clear? Yes,
Ah, sir.
here just you have to calling that indirectly
Sir.
this objective string and this objective string and this director string, it is equal or not.
Not
Or not.
equal.
Not
and
equal.
previous you have to checking about that diagram only. Through diagram only you have to differentiate. And here programming wise, how it can be equal or not. In programming wise you have to checking about that. Okay, so the direct string and objective string, it is equal or not. So in that purpose just you have to just here, if it is equal, just here equaling purpose I have to using this operator. If it is equality purpose, and I have to using this operator. Okay, double equal to, is it right or not?
Ah, sir.
Huh?
Right, sir.
Yes, exactly. In that way I have to call in this one. Yes, it is equal or not. That Java, it can be says, if it is equal, then it can be given the output is true. But it is
Ah,
giving
sir.
that false only. So if it is giving that
False.
false, then it is not equal to that objective type, this objective type string and this type of director string, it is not equal. Is it right or not? Is it correct?
Ah, sir.
Yes, exactly. And another way also, just you have to check about that one. System.out.println. Just you have to hear and check about that. What is that? S3.
S1.
S3 is the one type of direct string, and S4 also is the objective string. So these are all equal or not. In that way, just you have to check out. S3 and equal to S4. Yes, just you have to compile this program. Yes, and that one also false. You have to say which one you have to check out about that one. You have to say any person.
S.
S1
Ah, sir.
equals
S1 equals S3.
S2.
Tell me that. S1
S1
equals
equal.
S1 equal to
S3.
S3, sir.
S3.
S.
S1 is equal to S3. Yes, exactly. Very good. S1 equal to S3 is a if it is whenever using this two, which memory it can be located in these two?
String pool.
Ah,
String
sir.
pool, exactly. String pool in the same character. Here you have to using the same character. You have to using in pool memory. Exactly.
Ah, sir.
Yes. So same character and address is the same or different?
Address is the same.
Address is the same. So address is the same and same character. If you checking about that S1, S3, if it is true or false, just you have to guess it.
True.
True, exactly.
True, sir.
Very good. Yes, true. Is it right? Exactly. Any
Yes,
other
sir.
one? Any other one? Just you have to say anything.
S2 equals to S4.
S2 equals to
4.
S4.
S4.
S4. So S2 equals to S4. Yes. So whenever using this objective type, so this objective type, it can be where it is located.
Keep
Memory, sir.
memory.
Exactly. Keep memory, it can be located. So what type of output you are guessing?
True, sir.
True.
True. True. Yes.
True. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
False.
Why?
Yes,
Because
sir.
why? Because
Object.
other person.
New keyword. New keyword.
No, new keyword is not known. Here, in objective type, see here. In objective type, in same characters when you are using, but the address is the different location. Address is the different location. In that way, and this one in this one is not same location.